about their ability to get outslayed and still win the games. St. Marie is one of the most prime examples of that for this squad. But you see, Arceus has a pretty nice KD, so EUnitedgg capable of outslaying their opponent. We'll see what happens. We'll see what players turn up on point, who's playing the best. Kaliber, he's rocking Airborne. He's got the bar. He's going to be looking for some pre-fire through the wall.
And Chance, straight away, I just want to reiterate the importance of this. Yes, this solidifies, that top 3 position. You double your money. You go from 40K to 80K. Another shot of the cherry, and all 4 down here straight away. Red Reserve, they're going to take control of this restaurant and start with a bang.
As a very good nade coming out from Zero to pick up both players. Now you got Scraps watching the cuts. Shaky shots, but Joe able to find 2. He's in the power position up top, and well, he's waiting for someone to flank, but no one's coming. They're going to be, well, potentially flooding through the start. And as I say that, Fellow coming around. Joe's been waiting for this the whole time, but Fellow wins the one-on-one, but inside the hill, it's still 2 players from Red Reserve.
Raider will be going into this knowing the Fellow is up top. Scraps makes light work of him so far, though. So good for Red Reserve. 30 points and counting. Look at Joe pushing forward for these spawns. Arstes, though, we've already seen the stat line. He puts a big kill on the board. It's his first of the game, though, as Red Reserve reach 40.
And it's the first one for rotations. We talk about the opening break. Red Reserve just running a rampage on Restaurant. And if they get the spawns for next, it's huge. And Zero, he's going for it. He has a one-on-one inside a barn. If he gets the kill, which Arsity does take him down, it could have been disastrous. But now Red Reserve, they're looking to flood in through the front left side. Rated though mid-map, finds one, looks for the second, but all of a sudden the kill feeds nothing but blue. EUnitedgg trying to bounce back.
And this is what they need to do. Rack up some time, get some kills on Winery lot, and maybe rotate over with a streak or 2. Scraps, though, denying Kaliber, and Red Reserve will have another shot at this. 35 seconds left on the Winery, and Pristini out and about in the wild's gonna find 3, and he is not done yet. A 5-kill streak, and maybe this is where he picks up the streak, but no, he gets a little bit over-aggressive there, and he's not gonna find any streaks early on.
Gets aggressive, but you can tell he is feeling good. He has 9 kills. He's out here pre-firing left and right, predicting your opponents. That's when you're at your best in Call of Duty. When you're pre-firing people and they're just walking into it and you're slaying out like that, you expect Pristini to be having a good game, to peak at the end of the year, to turn it up as potentially the best SMG in the game.
He's very fast, and it's hard to keep up with Pristini. 9 kills to his name, and look at that score. 49 to 48. Red Reserve are actually going to be in control of this half point, as they should be, after losing pretty much the whole of Winery, but coming from the back. Pristini finds kill number 10, the 2.0 coming in right now, but Rated is going to deny. This hard point still all up for grabs.
This is crispy right now for EUnitedgg. They win that 2-3 rotation, but the gunfight's going down, and Rated has been on point. He has been one of the saving graces for this squad over the past couple days, but now it's Joe leading the charge. It's scattered players all over the place. Joe is able to find one, is looking for the back, waiting for RC to show up, and that player was weak from someone else, and Joe, well, he gets the job done.
Snaps on there, clean as a whistle. He's going to find number 3 as well. Pristini goes down. Red Reserve are going to hold this parking lot as Joe finds the double digits. Pristini on the other side. The SMGs are hot, and we're going to this lookout post. Are we going to see Joe work towards these streaks, though? Can he capitalize on this? He's going to find another. He's going to be taken down. It's actually Pristini to put him to bed.
EUnitedgg getting that rotation over towards parking lot. Rated is working on the very slow pinch. He's got 3 teammates on the other side of the map, but they got to deal with Clay in the corner. The bait and switch is there, but the hill time is as well. But now this is where Rated makes his move. He knows the pinch is in, and now EUnitedgg, they have to turn. They got to worry about different directions. Rated on one side wins his gunfight. Straps on the other wins his. That is a clean break from Red Reserve. And now EUnitedgg, they're forced to come in through tin, forced to go through mid, but for the moment, Red Reserve has everything covered, but maybe the opening they need, Arceus and Fellow finding kills.
30-point lead here for Red Reserve. The EUnitedgg breaking on in. Rated denies 2, and 0 added to that as well. With 25 seconds, you can see Rated, he's rotating around to this restaurant again, already thinking of this next hard point here. They break that 100-point mark. We already see 0 and Scraps. They're taking everything from that lookout post, and Rated's ready to go.
Killing it right now, able to find 2 more of the AR players for Red Reserve right now. Granted, they're only using 1 AR on the map, but 15 kills. And look at Clay. Man's only got 6, and then RCD's the flex. Also, only has 8. They're getting outslayed. Things are not looking good for EUnitedgg. And Persini had the hot start, but the help right now isn't there. But only 1 set of rotations in. You might be able to turn things around, but how can you? With Rated up top, on a 5 streak, looking for score streaks, and he's got players down low in the hill. You might be able to pick up some time or pick up more kills. He might be able to do it all. If they flood in the front, that's a dangerous place to go. He just needs 1 more.
16 and 7, make it 18 and 7 with the addition of a couple more kills. 1 more will find him. The artillery and Rated like he says, going into dad mode right now. He's got an 8-kill streak. Every single player picking up kills for Red Reserve, and they are running away with it. The split for Restaurant alone, it's got to be like 100-0 right now for Red Reserve.
It's insane, right? They got 49 the first time around. It seems like they got the full 60 the second, and now they're going to get fully streaked out to go to the second hill as well, but they might not even need the streaks. They're forcing EUnitedgg spawns out already. There's a player coming down to hunt rated down. He's actually going to call it a streak. He does get cleaned up, but the glide bomb should be able to do at least a little bit of damage. Keep him outside the hill for just a moment, but EUnitedgg might be okay with this. They got to win the gunfights inside, though, and Scraps with the pre-fire doesn't connect. Clay's out here getting kills with cars, but Zero on the backside. They got the spawns, they got an artillery in front. It's just Felony by himself. He gets dropped by Zero. Red Reserve, they're on in, they're through. They got a 100-point lead, and it's gonna be even more.
Red Reserve are wiping the floor with EUnitedgg right now. Over 100-point lead, rated 21-9. Joe most certainly stepping up. He's been very consistent throughout, but on your screen is Scraps, the man of the hour. 14 and 13, should I say, pushing forward and getting into the action. Such a flexible player as well. Great with the assault rifle, hot with the SMG as well. And the contest comes in. He knows where both players are. The pre-fire goes down. Needs a few more bullets, but Prestini will deny. And that's 10 seconds chance. The rotation is going to Red Reserve again.
And they're going to need to break through quickly. They're going to have to burn that fighter pilot sooner rather than later, but how can you? Like, they don't even need to use it right now, Red Reserve, that is, because EUnitedgg, they can't get through. They got 2 players mid, but they got players everywhere. Watching the cuts, players bottom line, players in the hill, players watching the overextension. They're everywhere. Finally, Arce is able to find 2, and Raiden says, well, okay, I'll call in the fighter pilot. I'll look for some kills. I'll keep people inside it. He knows that Fellow is right next to him. Of course, on the flip side of things, yeah, Fellow even gets hunted down. He can't find the kills, so Red Reserve in the hill for the entire time. Now EUnitedgg, they're forced to flood. They don't have time. They gotta go, but this lead is just astronomical right now.
Right now, the question on my mind, is it gonna be the 100-point club? Red Reserve are coming out with a statement on Championship Sunday here. Dominate the parking lot, dominate the restaurant. These guys are on fire, and you've got to credit rated 22-10. Absolutely insane stuff. Just outclassing, outsmarting, outmaneuvering, playing, whatever you want to call it. Leaps and bounds above right now, but Prestini entering with that PPSH. He's going to find one, and he's just going to stop that for the last 5 seconds. We could finish this on the lookout post, chance.
It's going to be brutal. 15 points away for, well, one team to break the 100-point margin and the other team to outright win the game. They know Clayster's here. They got Nade on him. Joe gets the cleanup kill. They're going to be inside the hard point. The subs right now for EUnitedgg are inside. They're going to have to get pretty much all the kills, but Zero's on the pinch. You got players over by green. Players are getting tagged up left and right. They finally clean him up, so EUnitedgg not dead, not out of it yet. But they got to see what Joe mid-map is able to find, too. The trades are coming in. EUnitedgg still holding on. They're going to break the 100-point margin.
Now there it is, that 100-point clock. And maybe it's just denying the inevitable here. You see Red Reserve, you know how good they've been on restaurant. Prestini has got a couple streaks here. He's got just the glide bomb, should I say. But you just feel almost it's out of reach. 15 points for Red Reserve is all they need. There's still 9 on the lookout post. Joe just turns down Prestini, and we're going to finish things potentially on the restaurant. But that's exactly what I said about the lookout post. Have EUnitedgg got it in them to do what a lot of people, pretty much everyone, thinks is just undoable?
Well, these are the first points EUnitedgg has gotten on the restaurant hill pretty much since the start of the game. You can see the kill feed already. Everyone from Red Reserve breaking on through. They need 10 more. EUnitedgg have to flood. Felony's giving it a shot, but now you got Scraps trying to push out. It looks like he got stuck trying to kill him that way. The gunfight inside the hill. Zero comes out on top, pre-aiming for the final one, and they get the tick. A dominating Map 1 performance for Red Reserve.
Incredible stuff straight away. Championship Sunday, you've got to be ready to play. For me, rated the consistency through Map 1, incredible. Joe, though, a couple plays which you may miss, the important kills, the 2 pieces that he brings to the table. EUnitedgg, they're going to have their work cut out for sure. And Red Reserve, they talk about sometimes, you know, if they take, they go 2-0 up a lot of times. It's about this second map. Can they clutch up in the search and destroy? They've been pretty good so far. EUnitedgg, though, this is going to be an important map for sure.
I mean, we're moving into London Docks. I think if you just look at the head-to-head map records, it's not one that favors EUnitedgg necessarily, but we said the same thing yesterday when they played against Rise, where Rise, that was their best S&D map by far, and EUnitedgg absolutely took it to them. So you got to ignore the map stats. It is Sunday. Anything could happen. Who knows what we're going to see, but if Rated shoots like that on London Docks, I think he's dropped 16 on that map once before. I think he's got 18 another time, or at 19 kills, actually. He can do insane stuff as well, and he's got the hot hand.
Incredible stuff, by all means. And I think this is the time, Championship Sunday, you've got 4 teams left. You start thinking about, first of all, who can win, of course, but who's going to be that MVP? And you look towards the likes of Rated, putting it into that dad mode, as he likes to say. However, before jumping into map number 2, we're going to go down on the floor with Jess, as I believe she had a chat with her.
Thanks, Phil. Yeah, I actually had a chance to catch up with Zero, and he said, well, this isn't going to be an easy match. They know they've got some competition ahead of them, and he said that in particular, they're going to be watching out for Pristini and Felony. He said, especially Pristini, if they don't shut him down, then he's just going to pull out some nasty plays that they do not want to have to deal with. And as we were chatting, Rated even stepped in and said, today is the only day that matters, because, after all, it is Championship Sunday. Now, over on the side of EUnitedgg, I did actually have a chance to catch up with Arcides, and he told me that they're not necessarily relieved, but they're a little bit optimistic at the way things came out, because he thinks that they have a better shot at beating Red than if they had to face up against FaZe. But of course, they are still facing the pressure. He said that in particular, they have to watch out for Joe. He's going to try to make some sneaky plays that they have to shut down early. So let's see how the rest of this series goes. Chance Momo, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Jess, and obviously really important to kind of get that inside as well. Interesting point I want to bring up there. Arcides talking about, maybe preferring to play Red Reserve over FaZe. Red almost kind of always chalk up this quote-unquote free win against FaZe, as a couple of the guys on that squad have said. So, again, that COD triangle sometimes makes no sense, but that map 1 was very, very one-sided. Could have been a 100-point club. Let's put it, though, to the side. London Docks search and destroy. Going forward, you've talked about Rated Chance, obviously, and what he can do. EUnitedgg, what do they bring to the table on this map and mode?
From what we saw yesterday, quite a few different things, right? You have some rounds where Felony is like, I'm just going to hit mid-map, fly on through, go through fire, and pick up a 2 or 3 piece as he's soaring along. Clay at times will pull up the sniper and actually can be relatively good with it, but then on the flip side of things, you got Scraps going to do the exact same thing, so it's going to be scary. And then, of course, Rated is kind of like that back pocket player for Red Reserve. If the sniper is not working out for Scraps, if they end up getting first blooded, he just finds ways to clutch at times. So it's going to be a tough matchup for both teams, kicking it off with EUnitedgg on offense.
Interesting stat there as we get into it. Rated pretty much 33%. A third of the kills of Red Reserve. When there's 4 players, it is a large majority. However, let's see if he can do it today already. Getting up close and personal. Arcides at the back sniping, I'm not too sure though, but Pristini's been taken out by Joe. Up close here. Arcides is using that STG, but it's a 3v4. And I just want to bring up a point as well. Red Reserve played FaZe on this map yesterday. They went 3-0 up and then lost 6-3, I believe. Let's hope for Red Reserve's sake that doesn't happen, but if you're an EUnitedgg fan, that's what you want to hear.
EUnitedgg all stacked up over by sandbags, and they're getting picked off by one player, gonna get picked off by Joe as well, and all of a sudden Arcides is in the ground. We'll see him in round 2. That's as good as it gets for Red Reserve. Really? The first player they spotted, you saw Zero on the steps, is like, oh, Pristini's on the other side of the steps. We know he's there, and then he spotted Arcides in the back. They isolated Pristini. Zero gets shots into the player in the back, forced to back away. Pristini gets shot in the side, and there was nothing he could do. They found a player, took the information, sniffed him out, got the kill, win the round.
Interesting as well, down on the floor. Jess was saying they're going to watch out for Joe. He could be sneaky. Well, he's already picked up 3 kills in round number 1. So it'll be him who's going to be rocking that bomb. Interesting to see where he opts to go. As we see the double nade defense coming in from EUnitedgg. The smoke strat coming down. This is a heavy A push. Joe looking to get that bomb down. Pristini already set up with that STG. And Joe trusting his teammates the way he dives across. He's already on the bomb. No hesitation. Pristini, I think he's going to be a little bit shocked at that.
Well, the bomb goes down, and that player gets away with
out.
his life as well. Yeah, Joe's gone. This is a tough round for EUnitedgg to manage, and they don't even know he's out. Pristini didn't catch him go off bomb, but he's going to rip Zero off the tin head glitch. Now he's able to surge forward, get control, but the issue is he still thinks that player might be on bomb. He might have the information now. By the way, Felony working on the flank. Arcee's able to find one. You see the trades coming in for Scraps, and well, we said he's the anchor of the map, Rated, but he is going to fall. That is 2 very clean defensive rounds from both teams.
Beautiful retake. It starts with Pristini ripping Zero out of that window. As the defuse does come in, they obviously adjust which player gets that defuse to credit the points, the score, to the player of their choice here. But Red Reserve, EUnitedgg, all tied up in Search and Destroy. I've got a funny feeling, and as it should be really on playoffs, top 4 teams in the world right now. we could be seeing those real late rounds, those round 10s, potential round 11s as well. Let's jump back on board here with Red Reserve. Actually, let's see what they do on the defensive side of things.
They're playing very aggressive, triple stacking the B site, and it's only Kaliber by himself over here, so I don't know how aggressive they're going to get. The smoke actually might slow Red Reserve down just enough, because they might not know. They might think more players for United over here, and they're just giving up this A site for free. And what this tells me is Red Reserve is saying, look, we'll give up the plant. We trust our ability to go for the retake. We'll see the approach, and, well, Raid is just going to get first blood. But Brasini, the spot he's in, he's got the cross for everything. Felony in sight, he knows he can just stay alive. This is one free kill. The trigger discipline is there. He's waiting for more. He's going to spot two. He's going to go for the shots. Finds one. Out with his life. Is looking for players up top. He's causing a huge distraction, though. Felony's able to come in, but now maybe he's a little bit caught out. Knows exactly where the two players are. Gets traded out. All of a sudden, Kaliber for the 1v2, but time is on his side. He's going to play on bomb. The player's coming out in front. Zero's just trying to stay alive. Gets ripped off. That's one. Does the second player even have time? He's going to have to sprint in. It's going to be Raided, who can get the kill, but not even. Kaliber for the 1v2, doing it with the pistol. A good offensive win for EUnitedgg.
Plug it back in, Clay. You need that headset, my friend. Getting up, screaming. But that's what you like to see, Kaliber getting hyped on the main stage. That's when he's at his best. That's when he's going to push his team forward, pick up a map, maybe the series in total. But you've got to look back at that. Again, I think a big sigh of relief will come in from Prestini. He was in a perfect position. The trigger discipline, like you said, was on point. He only picked up one kill, I believe, but he bided the time for his squad to get those second kills.
Just to waste time. You're absolutely right. And of course, Clay on a 4 is just a kill away from getting some streaks, looking for some pre-fire. And Downey actually hyper-aggressive by himself, is able to find one, doesn't get traded out. Might need a little bit of help. Here's the player. He's going to snap. It looks like he gets traded, but he has done his job, finding 2 kills, stopping Red Reserve in their tracks. And now Clay, again, trying to get these streaks.
So important as well. You're already up. If you can manage to get the streaks, even better. Finds the glide bomb, and that's going to be another round to EUnitedgg. And again, you've got to credit Fellow. Very aggressive, picks up those 2 kills, and you said it perfectly, Chance. He did his job. It's not always about, you know, being alive at the end of things, but giving your team that numerical advantage. Incredible stuff from Fellow.
And a couple things. One, Felony, he's rocking the mountain, so he gets that close, they don't hear him coming. So he can afford to be sneaky like that. Reading the second player, hearing him out, getting the second kill is huge. I do think Kaliber at the end died, though. I think that final player for Red Reserve did get an important kill. I know he got the glide, but I think he got stopped.
Have to wait and see. I think he was. I think he was. Yeah, he was. He was only on 1 death. Now finds himself with a couple. Confirmed the streaks will be stopped. The glide bomb already has been reached. Pristine, it's so aggressive as well. Fellow just go down. The bomb's already finding itself planted. And I've got to say, both these squads, when you've got players like Joe and Fellow, the aggression that comes out of these guys, incredible stuff, and the speed as well. Interesting. Number 6 and 7, they almost feel like something's going on at A. I don't know what's going on here.
They think someone's back blue, so this just means they're going to be wasting time. 25 seconds, they've just now gotten the lights. They know it's open, and now they've gone through mid. They have to be worried about the flank, and they know players are going to be sandbags. There's the first kill. The smokes are going to make it so no one can see anything, and the glide bomb comes in, so you can't get the ninja. Secure the round. Don't let anything get sneaky. Well executed from EUnitedgg. You saw Raided hop the bomb, you maybe get nervous, you think you have to flood through smokes, it's going to be a problem. Kaliber says, no big deal, guys. I got you. I'll take him down with the streak. And you love that play call. Even if you have an advantage in a round, it is absolutely worth trading the streak to get the guarantee. They got a 4-1 lead.
That's that round we talk about all the time. 3-2 and 4-1, worlds apart. And now EUnitedgg are in a very comfortable position here. Like I said yesterday, Red Reserve, they went 3-0 up against FaZe here. Not the same success right now. After 5 rounds, they found themselves only with 1 in the bag, that being the first. But shots going through the barrels. He's going to re-challenge Joe. Knows exactly where he is. He's got 7 bullets in the chamber. Grenade, lure him out. Will tag him up. He might have been stuck himself. He will. Fellow answers back. Like a game of hot potato down there, but in a 3v3, Scraps has pulled out the sniper.
Felony will take what he can get. Plenty of time on the clock. Raided's pushing very aggressively. There's a player useless. I don't know if he's going to check the corner. He's going to be busy with Clay. He finds the kill, but the trade should be there. He's going to snap. Arcades, though, does clean him up. Scrap still with the sniper and the bomb in tow. Looking for the player back useless.
Scraps and Zero very close together. The hit fire comes in, and look at that team shot, however. It's now down to just a 1v1. Pristini 0, and he connects as well. He was weak, and he has denied EUnitedgg find another round on the board. Chance, they're just one away from settling the score here and tying up the series.
They had a little bit of luck on their side with that felony stick, and they'll take what they can get. A clean round after that. Got a little bit nerve-wracking when RCDs gets traded, but the bait was perfect. It's weird. First game, Red Reserve, they just completely ran over EUnitedgg. For the moment, it seems like the tables have turned.
Oh, for sure. And yes, very different, 100-point clubs, and people will always say, what's that like in a Search and Destroy or a CTF? This is what it's like. It's a one-sided affair. This could be ended in round number 7. Smoke's going down. We'll see what Fellow does. It's aggression. 3v3 right now. As the trades come in, it's going quick. It's going fast. And now down to Scraps and Wuskin. Scraps finds his second kill of the game, but Zero's got to be denied. It's a 1v1 once again, and Pristini's on a 4 streak. He can end it right here. Tags him up through the wall. 60 seconds on the clock, Chance.
Plenty of time. Scraps, though, just as aggressive as Pristini. I have no idea if he saw him. He's just a split second behind, but Scraps is playing this slow. Pristini will be able to go and get this bomb. Scraps, though, does spot him out. He's watching the cross. He knows he's started to go over towards B. Pristini might be able to fake him out. He's got the STG. Might just wait for this. Scraps. Whew. Hanging out on the water steps.
He sees him.
Pristini knows.
Now, if Pristini can get back into A, I think Scraps saw him as well. He's on the statue. He takes the barrel. He takes the high ground. He's got to jump. He's got to challenge. Trying to just get into the A site. And my goodness, hop, skip, and a jump, and he's there. But he's gone straight through. It's just a game of very clever minds right now. But Scraps is going to come up clutch. That PPSH comes out and tears down Pristini. Scraps just gives another life here to Red Reserve. However, they're on their last life, Chance.
Absolutely. But they have vision like hawks. Scraps just spots him on the cross, spots him water steps, and then just gets him one shot. Like Pristini, if his movement isn't on point, diving in a 10, he just dies right there. So yeah. Scraps making the nice plays, aggressive as well, but they're going to need a couple more of those.
Deep breaths all around for Red Reserve, but the same goes for EUnitedgg. 5-1, now 5-2. Red Reserve, they need 4 rounds back-to-back. And I tell you what, that's not what you want to do. First blood goes to Arsties.
Trade comes in, though. Joe aggressive mid-map, but Rated is going to be stunned. Pristini taking that free kill if he can get it. Felony just trying to trade himself out. Now Pristini actually going to be on the flank. They know they have bomb down as well. Kaliber from B cut finds one. Scraps for the 1v3, but he's tagged up. He's trapped. He is in a triangle of death, and he gets cleaned up as well. EUnitedgg for the map number 2, the bounce back that they need.
Just what EUnitedgg needed. Kaliber rallying the troops and cheering on his squad. He's going to take a quick break here as Red Reserve. They'll be frustrated with that one. We saw them lose that map yesterday to FaZe. We see them lose it again here to EUnitedgg, but it didn't matter versus FaZe. Will it matter versus EUnitedgg? Kaliber, Fellow, and the Twins are trying to take down Europeans' last hope in Red Reserve. The hard point goes to Red. S&D to EUnitedgg. We'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? I'm Revin, here with another play breakdown presented by TCL. Let's check out some gameplay from the Call of Duty World League.
Welcome to the Stage 2 playoffs. We're here in winter bracket round 1, where Red Reserve faces off against the Rise Nation. We currently find ourselves here on Ardennes Force Capture Flag round number 2, with 27 seconds remaining. Quickly, this is the scene. Rise Nation, they're setting up an offensive push over towards the Red Reserve base. They're trying to win the game in the final moments, while Red Reserve are trying to extend the game into overtime. As the clip gets rolling, Gunless is fully streaked out. He has the glide bomb, artillery barrage, and fire pilot all to use. And that kill right there isolates Rated in the back. We're going to pause the action real quick right here. As Scraps gets the first kill, we're going to zoom in on the mini-map. You see right now, Red Reserve, they're desperately trying to rotate back to their base, trying to maintain control of this angle right onto their flag, while it's going to be Rise Nation trying to push on forward, grab the flag, and then quickly exit right through bunker. Pretty standard flag route from them, and keep in mind, Gunless still has 2 streaks left to use. As the clip gets rolling, take a look at where these Red Reserve members are set up. And now take a look at the artillery barrage placement. Scraps, he's just out of range, but Zero's caught inside the barrage, and as Scraps gets caught out right there, the flag run is on now for Rise Nation. Once again, bringing the attention up in towards the minimap. Right now, you can see Zero. He's about to make a play happen for Red Reserve, as he's going to push through this fire alley, try to get an angle on the flag carrier inside bunker, while it's going to be Gunless about to call in his fighter pilot to try to stop this clutch play coming in for Red Reserve. So once again, we're moving in towards the fighter pilot, and look how long the fighter pilot, tunnel vision's on the Zero, while he picks up the kill onto the flag carrier. And now that we're out of the fighter pilot, because it tunnel visioned onto Zero, it allows these 3 members from Red Reserve to try to make a play happen towards the back of the base of Rise Nation. The clip gets rolling, and now Rated is about to make such a heads-up play for his team, and such a decisive one at that. Immediately as he forces Looney to back down, he's going to try to challenge the flag carrier TJ Halley on the side of Rise Nation. Zooming in on the minimap, you can see the attention has already been turned for these Rise Nation members. They're thinking that Rated's going to pull the flag and exit out towards the ruin side of the map. And you can see they're trying to establish this crossfire and try to set up that pinch. But because Rated pulls the flag and immediately commits over towards the cabin side of the map, he's communicating that to his team, and you can see they're all trying to set up and try to get the return for Red Reserve. So Rated looking to challenge the flag carrier, and you can see now the defending members from Rise Nation, they know what's up. But the kill has been made on TJ Halley. The Red Reserve flag has already been returned, and now the tables have turned a little bit, as it's going to be a bit of a pinch being set up here by Rise Nation, while Red Reserve are trying to weather the storm and get this flag out of the cabin side of the map. Unfortunately, as Gunless finds this first kill, he does get traded out. The return will come in for Rise Nation, which will force the overtime, but Red Reserve hang on by the skin of their teeth. They force the overtime where they win it and extend the series.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Revin, and this has been your play breakdown presented by TCL, America's fastest-growing TV brand.
Wow, Revin breaking down some stuff for Red Reserve on CTF, and what we got right now is Red Reserve going back at it once again, but this time they're going up against EUnitedgg. The series is tied chance.
And look, we're going into CTF, and talking about Red Reserve, obviously all year, they've been a very good CTF team, but they've got a certain point, especially during the regular season, where it was concerned. They're like, oh, is your CTF falling off? Like, you guys going to play more?
Yeah.
And they said, no, we got it. Coming into playoffs, we're cool, we're confident, we think we're going to be fine, but obviously going toe-to-toe against EUnitedgg on this matchup on Flak Tower, it's another one. It really could just go either way.
Well, let's get into this capture the flag. We've already seen some nail-biting stuff over the weekend. I'm sure we're in for another hit. Interesting. Arstees adapting what Scraps and Wuskins like to do for Red and EUnitedgg. Will it pay off? And Scraps is going to go toe-to-toe with him with a sniper battle. No one coming out on top. But look at number 3. Number 3 is right through. Pristini, what are you doing? How has he just managed to wiggle his way through this one?
He hasn't pulled the flag yet, though. He's looking to potentially get Scraps, but he might push through. RC's reads 1. Doesn't chase the kills. Looking for the second. There's number 2. Scraps with the quick scoping. Well, now Pristini in the back end has to make a move. He gets 1 kill. Players coming for the hunt, but Pristini's going to win the gunfight. Flag's out on the other side, but they got to deal with Clay, who's able to at least get 1. And Scraps, I think he had a pistol. It looked like he went to pick up a gun, but he's got to deal with a lot of players. Has a bar in tow, but he's getting shot in the back. He gets taken down. Pristini with the flag is running. He's out. He's gone. EUnitedgg up. 1 flag to none.
Yeah, Pristini with a heads-up play, the sneak play. It doesn't work out for Red Reserve, but thankfully, For Prestini, his teammates pick up the important kills, and 60 seconds in, we already see EUnitedgg take the lead. The Twins are kicking it off once again with a couple kills, and we see Rated and Joe go down. Big question, does Prestini get these streaks?
Does he get the streaks, or does he wrap back to help stop the flag? Because he's just gone, and his entire team falls around him, so you need one kill. Do they pull it towards him or away? They're going away. Do you try to get the streaks? Do you try to stop the flag? I think you just go for a single kill. You play the streaks, you're not going to get that return by yourself. You can't make the hero play, and Prestini knows. So Red Reserve, a very good counter cap on the back end, but that's job number 1 done. Job number 2, they got to kill Prestini.
He's been spotted. Prestini has information too. He's gonna try and stick to these close quarter combat areas. He goes round, he's gonna find another, but Clay's already making light work of that one. Just the movement, Prestini, he's just flipped the map on its head almost, and now he's just continuing. If he picks up the flag, he'll get a couple points as well. 30 minutes on the clock, plenty of time, patience, stepping in. Prestini has found himself 2 minutes in, and he's still alive. My goodness, he needs the help. He's diving around, he's dodging bullets, and he's gonna go down. No streaks, 1-1.
Gets taken down, Felony gets caught as well. Red Reserve in their base, the defense is good so far. Clay, though, able to pick up 2. That's gonna slow him down quite a bit. He gets traded, but the trade comes in on the flip side. There's a 1v1, but RC's doing the smart thing. He's waiting for his teammates. They push up pretty aggressively on the left side, but they get a little bit caught out. Scraps has 1, he's looking for the second. But Red Reserve, so far, so good on defense, but again, Prestini trying to be sneaky. They got to deal with him.
Trying to one-up over Joe right now. We labeled him as that stinky player, Prestini. He's having a great time. He's going to spot someone, but Joe, the man we're just talking about, does get the better of him, and no flag will be pulled this time. Red Reserve do seem a little bit on the defensive side of things, and bit of a tangle for Zero and Fellow over by the ladder. And again, Joe trying to be that sneaky player, but sometimes results in death after death, charging forward into a lot of gunfire.
Ready the last one up. STG gets tagged up by Clay, and Clay's going right for it, but the trade is already there. The spawn comes out right on top of Rated. No flag cooking, so RC's backs up. They got to play for more kills. See if any come in. Trades back and forth so far. RC's looking at aggressive. Has a kill over towards right. Has the flag. Has 1 player in the back with the PO8. He's staying alive. He's going for the kill. But Zero, well, you got an SMG against a pistol. You got to come out on top of those.
It was only 1 shot at the end of things, but Zero continues on his little rampage of 3 kills. Teammates go down in the process. For those first 90 seconds where 2 flags were captured, things have settled down. The storm has calmed for now. But who's going to be the team to extend that 1 flag to 2? Double the score here. Long shots coming in from Joe. Just managed to finish off RC's, and he's only got 8 bullets in the chamber. And it's not going to be enough for Fellow.
Still, though, with players tagged up, it should be easy trades, but all of a sudden, Zero by himself is just trying to bide his time, trying to stay alive, but RC cleans him up, so the flag is able to get to the back. But it, of course, comes down to these 1v1 gunfights. Scraps is looking for it. He finds 2. Clay, but he's getting chased. He might get shot in the back, but he doesn't get away. Raiders might get traded out. Prestini says, I just need to go. I just need to leave. Felony trying to get the cuts. He's only able to find 1, but Prestini, is he gone? Canadian aids come in. RC's with the cuts. The flag is out in EUnitedgg again, with Prestini having that flag in tow, able to go up 2-1.
And what a time to do it, 30 seconds before the first half ends. However, we saw the counter cap from Red Reserve last time. It doesn't look like they're set up for 1 this time with 20 seconds left. They're trying to get a touch on the board. Joe takes down 1. Zero finds another, and this is an opportunity here, but RC stands strong. He's going to take down Joe by the top gun, and his brother finds another.
4 seconds left, nothing cooking, no one getting towards streaks. That's going to be just EUnitedgg with a 2-1 lead. And that is an interesting first half. I just think it's the opening break.
Yeah.
4v4 across the map. A single kill doesn't come in, and suddenly Prestini's just behind the entire team. Like, how did he even find that hole in the map? Where did he go from? Who knows? Might have popped his active camo, but he can just be so sneaky. And that was the first flag.
Got 5 more minutes potentially on this CTF. We came into this, the stat line so close. It was, wouldn't have been closer. It was literally 2-1, both these teams and CTF during normal, regular Stage 2 play. Snipers again coming out. This time it's Zero to wield that weapon, and he's going to be put down. Scraps, he's going to find himself in a spot of trouble as well, but Raiden and Joe saved the day for now.
Play though, in the base, switch to the STG from the bar. Probably for an opening break. Joe's gonna clean him up. And Joe just reads it too. Knew exactly where to look for the players to find. Now it's gonna be Red Reserve on the attack. It's been a tough game. I don't know if actually we've had a flag return or not, though. It seems like every time a flag gets touched, it gets out. And well, if anyone's gonna get it, it's gonna be Red Reserve. Paradox, you don't have to do that to me, man.
There was a couple, I believe, but nevertheless, let's focus on what's on our screens right now, and that's Joe on a 4-kill streak. He was 4 in 10 going into this. But he's trying to change that around, trying to pick up a couple of streaks, and he needs to as well. He's going to find another, and he dips out straight away. And I think he just spotted another, but no, he's going to be caught out. Didn't see the head of Prestini. Prestini actually wiggles his way around as well, diving behind the sandbags, calls for help, gets it from Arstes. And Rated now being the aggressor here, but Arstes just backtracks and he finds another. And
Pristini, again, just behind enemy lines. Now you got 2 players that have to deal with him, and if he kills him, make it 1, reads the second. Joe gets the trade, but Pristini's done his job. EUnitedgg, now they just have complete map control. They're in the face of their opponent, and as soon as they get there, well, pretty much all of them die, but Clay looks like he's going for the play. Red Reserve, they're trying to count it out. None of them have turned around. I'm not sure that they know this yet, but of course on the flip side of things, now the rest of EUnitedgg, they got the kills on the back end because Red Reserve, they might be able to pull the flag. Rated, by the way, has figured out. He's on the back lines and straps. Well, this is going to be a flag. This flag is going to be out. Clayster wins the 1v1 on Rated. He's pulling it the opposite direction, going towards Pristini. He's going to be able to get the cutoff kills. We might just have a stalemate, but 0. He's looking for the hunt. Clay's going to get the read. He gets the kill, and he's out. He's gone. We got a true 50-50 stalemate.
The stalemate is on, however, Red Reserve are down by 1. 3 minutes on the clock. Let's jump on board with Red Reserve for an Astro Gaming listening.
Nice trade. Push mid. Head. Are you looking at Arstes?
You got me right. You push up me right.
I push out, yeah.
No sneaks. I spawned high. It's gonna be on him. Help him.
He's got a gun.
Actually stunned. Our flag's actually stunned.
What we go?
Please actually stunned with that flag.
Stun it again, Reese.
They're gonna play heavy day. Did you save your nade? Save your nade.
Fully stun again.
One on the left.
One's like gun.
Are you top gun?
Yeah.
All on the left. One's in there. Can you peek the mid corner for me? Jiggle the mid corner for me, Joe.
He's there. Weak, dead.
Absolutely, outskirts.
One could have pushed you, Joe.
Outskirts. The outskirts gone. Jens.
I'm stunned.
Jens dead. Be damaged. You just want to get back me. You saw you try.
If we get too many, I'm gonna push up.
On the base, Prestini.
I'll get the right. Tommy, stand on your left, Joe. You could have gone left, by the way.
I can see. Are that your turn?
Yeah, nice one.
I'm gonna push
In there, mid. I'm mid dead.
Nice.
Wait, Matt. Could be left.
Playing Arstes.
Made him back right. He's gonna be weak with flag. I need it.
I've been sneaking on you.
Good.
I think they're just on him. One top. Yeah, one's in Gen. 2 back left. Outside their mid. All in the back of the base.
Drop push with yours.
No, we got another 2 minutes. We got another minute, yeah. Yep. Check out Tommy. Where's that?
Low gun.
I'm gonna push it, yeah.
It's been big up, mid gun.
I see. I'm big mid gun, yeah? Me mid in on you, or outskirts. It's not right.
Still calm is Red Reserve. They tally the time here. They say they've still got 2 minutes, but now that's down to just 70 seconds here. They need to come up with the goods. But wave after wave, EUnitedgg are fending off. The defense is strong, and now they're the ones on the attack.
We're also creeping closer and closer to the time where Joe, he might have to help his teammates out on the aggressive end. Still maybe a minute or so before that might even happen. But EUnitedgg, for the moment, contained Red Reserve in their base. They have everything covered. Felony with the opening kill right side. 2 players for Red Reserve, leaning on the left, though. Pristini, he might be going for the sneak. He's trying to take the gunfight. He gets taken down. Felony has just switched sides of the map, by the way. And you can see the arrows focused on where Felony just was. Little do they know he's on the other side of the map. But Arstes knows that he has to watch that now. Pick it up, keep Red Reserve away. Red Reserve, it's tough to find an opening. They gotta be aggressive.
30 seconds on the clock. That's all EUnitedgg need to do. Survive another wave of kills. Prestini, as he gets aggressive, he's gonna lose the gunfight. 0 and Rated now pushing forward, and he's got the back of his scraps, but Clay with the streaks. Can this change the game? He's gonna be stunned. The glide bomb's gonna be called in. And this is just going to prevent Scraps and 0 from even getting out. And he's going to go for the flag catch. The flag carrier, interestingly enough, if for any reason he was to go down, it wouldn't have made a difference. We are going to see EUnitedgg go to that extra time. The clock is ticking. 60 seconds here. That's all they've got. The stalemate will push this now for a little bit long, but EUnitedgg, they're so strong here, and look where Joe's going. He's got the flag, and he's getting on that attack.
He's got to push up, help him out, give him the extra gun, and that might be what they need. Raiders able to find two. Felony, well, now he's the new front line, but Joe actually with the flag coming up behind him. He's trying to stay alive, but he can't. Clay all of a sudden for 1v3. Joe's returning, going for flag the opposite direction. Clay tries to run, but he can't. He can't get out. The return comes in, and Joey's out. He is gone. 30 seconds left, and that's going to be it. The round draw comes in. Red Reserve, with the help of Joe, at the end, they make the heads-up play. They win the gunfights, but all of that just to force the OT.
OT is coming up, of course, and you've got to say it worked out for them. We're going to go to some extra time here. EUnitedgg will be frustrated with that one. They held off for 2-3 minutes towards the end of regular time there, but Red Reserve, they come up clutch, but it is not over yet. We are going to see overtime. Let's kick things off. Place 21 and 13. Snipers, they're away. They were no use to these guys. Who's going to be able to get a quick flag, though? Or is anyone? Scraps goes down. Joe will fall too. Rated answers back, and now we see a bit of a tangle for map control.
That's a good read by Pristini as well. He's been trying to just push straight on through. Knows the player's going to be hunting him down. Looks back around to get the kill, but now Zero. He's got a one-on-one against Placer. And while he's got the sub for the engagement, so he's going to come out on top. And of course, on the flip side of the map, Raiden is able to pick up a kill. So EUnitedgg, they have to scatter. They know they got to stop their flag, but they're not winning any gunfights. Felony all of a sudden is by himself. This could be a very quick cap. Joe, though, wins the gunfight. That's going to seal the deal. On Flak Tower, is 50 seconds a lot of time? Sure, but EUnitedgg, they get one, maybe two good cracks at trying to get this flag.
Oh my goodness, Red Reserve, they force the overtime. They then cap the first flag in 49 seconds, I believe. It's gonna take 10 to even get into a little bit of gunfight as well. Let's kick things off though. What can EUnitedgg do? 45 seconds on the clock. Good luck, have fun. This is the time to make it happen. And Red Reserve, they're going defense mode. They're sitting back. Zero is on the edge of streaks. He's going to tag Pristini, but the problem with turtling up here is if they go down, it's not two wave of kills they need. It may be just one. Scraps coming up with one. Pristini shouldn't it down. This could be it. 3 players are down. It's all up to Raiden. Raiden finds the double with the machine pistol. He's going to reload as well. A one-on-one. This is what makes it happen, and the spawn comes in. Rated once again, enables dad mode, and just secures the victory here with 7 seconds left. EUnitedgg, they are nowhere near the flag.
Oh, they have sealed the deal. That play was insane, and they're gonna get that map 3 win.
Look at the smirk on Raiden's face. He knows it too.
Man turns up, and can we just talk for a moment about the situational awareness from him? We watched a TCL breakdown from Redmond before the game where they have a split second to know to pull the flag under bridge, run it towards cabin, to do all this different stuff. That split second, same thing we just saw towards the end. They need one flag on board. Joe was like, guys, I can't sit on the back of the map. So not only does he start pushing up, but they had just a swarm, the entire team just surrounding him. So even if he falls, they could still pick the flag up. Just a swarm of Red Reserve coming in at the end to get the return. In the final seconds of the extended time, it's situations like that that Red Reserve is good on. They understand the game as well as anybody else. They get outslated in hardpoint, they still win. You go into these overtimes in CTF, they find ways to clutch. They're an incredibly intelligent team.
Most definitely. I think the second kill of Rated there with the machine pistol is the one that seals the deal. It then becomes a 1v1. Everyone spawns up. But again, that doesn't happen. EUnitedgg are 2-1 up in the series right now. However, we're going to go to a hard point shortly. And Red Reserve have been lights out at hard point. 250 to 113 was the scoreline of map number 1. That CTF couldn't be much closer. London Docks, I will say, EUnitedgg had their way with Red Reserve. So if it does go to a game 5, who knows what's on the card. But coming into this hard point here, Chance, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling that EUnitedgg, they got to step it up, man. What we saw in that game number 1 is, well, Joe had a nice start. Give credit where credit is due, but at a certain point, Rated just took over as the AR. Clay started out the game double negative. He didn't finish much better. And it was actually the first time Arceus this entire weekend in hardpoint has gone negative. And of course, against a team like Red Reserve, if they get outslayed sometimes, they still win. You have to get those kills. So obviously, I'm looking at Clay. I'm looking at Arceus to step it up. And of course, I'm letting Doc. Some players can go crazy too. You need the whole team here. But Red Reserve, again, just one map away. placing top 3. I think they would double the money that they've made so
40K
far
to
just by
80K.
winning this one final map. Insane stuff we have here coming into playoff.
And the amount of times this year as well, the loser of the winner bracket goes down to play a team which is on fire. It doesn't end well. Red Reserve, though, they're looking for that top 3 placement, that $80,000 check. As we go into this one, Red Reserve are trying to replicate, and even better so, their own loser bracket run. Let's kick things off on Hardpoint. Red Reserve, EUnitedgg. It's Championship Sunday here at the Stage 2 playoffs, and we're jumping on board with Rated for one reason and one reason only. He is killing it right now.
The man leading the lobby with the AR is looking for the kill on Clay. He only takes 2 bullets and he wins it. You expect at this point anything less. Still, though, trying to get towards the hill. Felony inside from B cut. Narcy was actually able to find one as well. Just like that, the United, they're going to be able to get in. Get that early control, and we'll see what they can do with it. Got to deal with Zero, who's hitting some very nice shots.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Clay and Pressini nullify that with a couple of kills themselves. And we saw Red Reserve on St. Marie. They dominated the restaurant, that initial hardpoint. That is not the case here. It's a different map. You've got to play it a lot differently. But we've said time and time again, Red Reserve, they know how to play hardpoint. Rated has kind of self-proclaimed his own team as the best hardpoint team in the game. And right now, they go down by a couple points here, but they are set up very nicely coming into the main street.
And you can see the aggression coming in. Not only is Scraps inside the hill, Rated is underground, winning gunfights against Felony. And, well, EUnitedgg, they're going to have to deal with it, and it looks like so far so good they have. And look at that spawn coming in from Red Reserve. As far away from possible, but Joe, he's got to go huge. He's able to find one. He's going to need a second, and Nade's going to do his job, and that's huge. That just keeps EUnitedgg out of the hill. That's an extra 10 seconds he just bought his team, and the reinforcements are here. Joe falls, but the rest of the team are coming in, but Joe did his job, and his team follows suit, and so far so good. Rated able to find 2. He has been running a rampage in the respawns in Red Reserve. They make the break.
Joe getting that 2-piece is incredible. Those are the plays that Joe makes, and look at him. He's doing it again. He might only be sat at 5 and 6, but he's made 2 important double kills here. And Red Reserve, they take the lead, and they're going to run away with the scrap time. And that scrap time's actually 20 seconds chance. A lot of time to give up, but EUnitedgg, they have no other choice but to set up for Docs.
And they're going to need a good hold. They're going to need a good hold, but if anyone can break it, it's going to be Joe leading the charge. And you can see he's actually waiting for his teammates. There's no need to get over-aggressive if you get the break. Now, EUnitedgg will be back off respawn in time. You want to get the kills right as the hill pops, but he's getting tagged up left and right. I think he might have even gotten stuck. So, first wave of kills so far, EUnitedgg has staved off the push.
And EUnitedgg trying to push on out. Raid's going to be spot behind the car, and he's going to be dispatched off very easily there by Fellow. And I love what EUnitedgg's doing here. They're pushing out. They've got control of barrel build, and Red Reserve are going to literally run into a trap. And they're going to be spawning back useless once again. EUnitedgg, they're looking calm, composed, and Placer's got a grenade in his top pocket, but he's survived that one.
Oh, Placer is apparently as tough as they get. You stick him with the nade, he's going to walk right through it. The bullets, though, get the job done, but Pressini from inside the hill, he's able to win one. He's looking for more. He's got a little bit of help from his twin, but neither one are able to complete. Scraps comes in on the flank. Felony gets cut down on the way, and Red Reserve will be able to reclaim that lead, get those final couple seconds, and it looks like they got the spawns for next as well. They got the spread. They got a man in Cole. He's waiting for someone to maybe even push on the ground. He's going to find 1, 2 in front of him. Just trying to stay alive and able to win the kill. He knows the guy's underground. Again, Joe, the man, just doing his job.
Might be negative, but he's leading there with 18 interactions. 2-kill streak for Joe. Zero's got 1. Scraps has got 3. Rated has 4. All things are going so well for Red Reserve right now as Rated finds another. That's a 5-kill streak for him. However, EUnitedgg bully their way into the hard point. And are we going to see this stop? Scraps going to find 1, and with the pistol, the triple kill. The tier 3 streaks, they are ready and waiting.
And not only that, Rated might be working on some streaks of his own. He's on a 5. He's going to be a kill and an assist away. And, well, he's just waiting for these players to jump out in front of him. 30 seconds. These guys have to push barrels, which means they have to go right in front of Rated. He pre-aims the second. He might end up getting traded out, but he might get this kill as well. Felony in the backside. He gets predicted. Felony, the gunfight he wins is absolutely massive, but even still, you got a 50-point lead. You got Scraps with full streaks, and you got Rated again with the AR. He's doing a hefty amount of damage, 11 kills so far. Red Reserve just in complete control.
It wouldn't surprise me if we see these streaks come straight away, you know, on this crane. If they want to put this game to bed, it could have been worse. Rated could have had a full set of streaks as well, but he was denied there. 1 off, 11 and 5 for him. And here we have it, the streaks coming in. Red Reserve are trying to bury EUnitedgg. They're not going to be able to find any more than just one, but with that kill, we are going to see the opening towards the back. It's none other than Joe. As he drops on in, he's going to find Arstees, but he's going to also find himself in a spot of trouble. Look at that kill feed, though. We see things get traded out. Red Reserve, they get the spawns, they get the time. There's 30 seconds left, and EUnitedgg, they are in a world of trouble, Chance.
And someone desperately for EUnitedgg needs to pick up the slack. Rossini is trying, but who else is there? Clayster near double neg. Felony not far from it. And on the flip side, again, Rated just having a field day. Scraps having a field day. And everyone else, like, no, massive plays the whole way around. They're soaking up the hill time on Crane. They're going to get the final scraps once again. Your first set of rotations is in, and it's worse than what we saw on St. Marie.
Red Reserve are having their way with EUnitedgg right now. They still have streaks. Before the weekend even started, Prestini and Rated were on Hot Mic talking about Rated's kind of play style. And even with Prestini knowing exactly what he does, he cannot handle it in hardpoint right now. Arstees again, negative. They need him to step up. They need the whole squad to step up. But Zero, Scraps, and Rated are denying everything that EUnitedgg throw at them.
Scraps is just earning too many streaks. He's got too much to do, too much to call, too many EUnitedgg players to kill on repeat. They're in hill control right now. They potentially even got the setup for next. They're doing everything right. They claim they're the best hardpoint team, and they're looking like it now. And Scraps inside the hill getting kills. Rated on the back end. He'll do it with an AR. He'll do it with a sub. He's looking for streaks again.
He didn't get them the first time round. Does he even need them at this point? They're doubling the score and more for EUnitedgg here. Red Reserve are running away with it as we go to the next hardpoint. If they don't turn it around right now, you can see EUnitedgg getting buried. Finishing top 4. Will Red Reserve let it slip? The streaks are available. Scraps, though. When does he call them in? Is now the time?
It might as well. Hey, calling a fighter pilot, kill a bunch of them, call a dive bomb, force him inside. They got the setup on the back. Everybody's here. Players have to get stuck in lights, stuck in poles, stuck in back, useless. And now it's a 4-on-1 gunfight for Felony. He's able to find one, but the trade should come in. There it is. Got an artillery on the top side. They're burning the entire Air Force on this hill, and it looks like that's going to be enough. Red Reserve inside, and EUnitedgg just at bay. They got to flood through lights. They got to deal with the glide bombs, and, well, they get to the hill, and they got to deal with the guns. But Felony goes huge. He's able to find 2, and the nade comes in, so the artillery's gone. EUnitedgg does get this scrap. So a lot of good things. The downside is we're down by 100 points.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, just there, the amount of streaks used, not terrible for EUnitedgg. The terrible thing is in the top middle of your screen. They're down by so much here. It's almost replicating map number 1. As Zero and Rated deny Prestini and Fellow. Red Reserve are setting up here on the docks. Arstees trying to get back into it, trying to find his way through Red Reserve, but right now it is not simply good enough. And that artillery barrage for Red Reserve is actually going to send Rated on a little bit of a runaround.
Well, Zero wins the gunfight, though. Prestini gets in. Maybe it's going to be huge, but they're going to keep control. And EUnitedgg, again, just at bay. That lead creeping up on the 100-point margin again, but players soaring through mid-map, finding some kills. But Zero on the backside again. They still have control of the hill itself. They get to the hill, and they got to deal with Scraps. Is able to find 2. Every single hold from Red Reserve has been damn near flawless, and they're winning the rotation again.
Let's talk about it for a second. Rated is 22-9. Scraps is 23-11 with 2 minutes on the hard point. This is an incredible showing for Red Reserve, and this is Red Reserve at their best. Can they go even further is the question. 30 points away. I don't even know if they've got streaks anymore, but across the board, Scraps is on a 4. Zero's on a 3 as well. They are taking EUnitedgg to the cleaners right now.
And they have found themselves just 17 seconds away from ending this game and keeping their playoff dreams alive, from earning even more money, and Scraps is earning even more streaks. Calling in the glide bomb, Zero hesitation. Knows where everyone from EUnitedgg is going to be. Takes down the first man in the hill, and now you can at least contest. Make sure EUnitedgg doesn't get any time because, well, they're going to need a lot of it. They are 130 points away from winning this game. Taking him to task is Red Reserve. Prestini on the flank, though. They might be able to stop this push. There's the clean 4 down. EUnitedgg from what seems like the first good hold they've had in a couple minutes. They did their job so far. They got to keep it going.
Red Reserve are just 17 points away from making that $40,000 80 to finish in top 3 minimum here. EUnitedgg, though, on the brink of elimination. They have full control. There's still 15 seconds here, and Red Reserve are going for it. Zero's going to break on in with the double kill, but Prestini is going to deny. This is a really big kill. If EUnitedgg gets it, they don't, but they're okay. They can rotate the trade. They need to go big, but Rated again stepping it up. EUnitedgg do deny. They have control. They need it to be literally perfect from here. here on out.
11 points is all Red Reserve needs, and EUnitedgg, they're just trading kills left and right. They got the Lord Ox spawn, but Red Reserve coming in the back, and they know Red Reserve, one set of kills, and the game should be in your hands, and Scraps is leading the charge, staying alive, waiting for his teammates, making the smart play. Players coming through fire, though. Felony, he's watching the cut. Players for EUnitedgg, they don't even want to get in the hill right now because they need to get the kills. They need to stop them, but Red Reserve, they have spawned out. The job that EUnitedgg has done early on. And now they're actually getting some kill time of their own. But now Joe has got basically the pre-made flanks, but it gets red. RC's finds 2 huge kills. Red Reserve making the move on the backside. It's going to be Zero leading the charge. He gets traded out, raided by himself, able to find 1. Does get cleaned up. EUnitedgg, by the skin of their teeth, are still holding on. They're still fighting.
They're still in it. It's going to statue, which is going to be very difficult for them to do. However, we've seen crazy things already in COD. Are we going to see another? Red Reserve still, I repeat, still 11 points away. They didn't get anything from that crane. The streaks have been burned. EUnitedgg, though, are going to be shut down. 2 players fall. Scraps is pushing forward now. Just 9 seconds is all it takes. Next couple of kills could be crucial, and the kill feed lights up blue for a second. Joe and raided denied, but no one is in this hill chance.
And EUnitedgg doesn't need to get in. They need to keep Red Reserve away. RC's just trying to do that. Push up into barrels, looking for kills. He's going to find 1, looking for the second. Knows he's there for the nade. He's going to fall. Now playing the hill. He's looking every direction, trying to get the trades. Finds 1. Is just getting wall bangs through barrels. EUnitedgg, they are working on the comeback. That kill feed is blue.
My goodness. EUnitedgg, they were down by 100. They're now breaking 180. Red Reserve, I reiterate, yes, they're only 7 points away, but if EUnitedgg can set up on Main Street here, they cannot give up the statue. That's the important thing. Place has gone down. They only need 7 points as well, and Red Reserve can end it right now. We're going to see Pristini breaking through. He's going to be shut down in game. This should be ending in statue. Red Reserve finalize here in map number 4. They're going to be finishing in a minimum top 3. They're 40K, now $80,000, and Scraps does 1 for Wuskins.
Hell of a start to Championship Sunday for EUnitedgg. We'll see you, champs. For Red Reserve, that's series number 1 of potentially 3 more that they're going to have to play if they want to get this win. If they want to take home that $200,000. That is a hell of a way to start. It got a little bit nerve-wracking towards the tail end of that London Docks, but 2 dominating hardpoint performances, some insane plays coming out from the CTF. If you need momentum going into Sunday, that's the best way to start.
Absolutely. Red Reserve are on a tear right now. We saw, obviously, them fall to Rise Nation at the very start of this. Then it's been a loser bracket run since then. We saw EUnitedgg obviously have a very, very strong showing. They got, into that winner bracket round 2. And now we see them finish in 4th place. Commiserations, obviously, to EUnitedgg. They take away $40,000. They get a top 4 placement. They will be going into champs. Maybe, a little bit more confident, but right now is the worst time for EUnitedgg. We've got to look to the future, and Red Reserve will be obviously taking on the loser of our winner bracket final between TK and Rise. Back-to-back champions on both sides of the winner bracket, but Scraps, he saw his brother get knocked out by EUnitedgg yesterday. This time, he's going to be sending them.
That's good revenge. Very good revenge from him. I think rated maybe MVP of the series.
Without a doubt.
2-piece at the end of the Flak Tower CTF to secure the game. He had an insanely impressive game number 1, an incredibly impressive game number 4. Great stuff all around for Red Reserve.
Well, Jess is on our main stage with a PlayStation Instant Reaction. I believe Zero is here to chat.
Thanks, Phil. You guys are well on your way to making another losers bracket run, which you are so good at. What makes you such a strong team in the lower bracket?
I mean, we played Rise first round. They're literally back-to-back, best team in the game right now. So we wasn't expecting playing them, but obviously that's just the way it went. So we feel like we can beat every single team here, especially Rise, but we came out flat against Rise, so.
Now, looking at this last map that you just played, super intense, a lot of back and forth. How did you maintain the lead and make sure you locked that down?
I mean, S&D for us right now, especially Docks, not S&D, just Docks really in general is just a bit weird for us right now. We used to be good at it, but we're just trying to find a groove again. So we win the respawns, and then I feel like we're one of the best S&D teams in the game. So I feel like we'll just polish up our Docks, but we won't be beaten.
All right, and finally, looking forward, as the casters mentioned, you might have up to 3 more games that you have to win. What is keeping you motivated during these long days?
Just winning. Everyone on my team is very competitive. Money helps as well, but definitely winning. Reese and Joe need to win an event. They've had so many seconds together. We've had 2 seconds together on this game, so if it's going to be this event, it's the one.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for the interview. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Red Reserve has made it to the top 3, and they have sent EUnitedgg packing. And now the question is, how far will Red Reserve be able to go from this losers portion of the bracket? And to talk about all of that, we got the man, the myth, the legend. We got Scraps on the desk. And, you know, one of the big things that we mentioned before the day even started was the fact that, look, this was kind of you getting revenge for your brother. Was that something that was on your mind when you actually went up against the EUnitedgg?
Yeah, obviously when we beat FaZe last night, I went back to the apartment, ordered some food and was chilling out. Obviously, I was watching my brother, I had it on the laptop, and at the end when I was seeing him crying, it's honest to God, I shed a tear, give me tingles. So coming into today, I didn't want to do anything but win. So, revenge for him. It was horrible looking at. It's giving me tingles, bro.
Is it harder to actually watch him lose than to deal with it yourself?
Yeah, I said this to my team, as stupid as it sounds, I get more annoyed watching him lose than when I lose.
Well, look what you did.
Yeah, it's obviously it's everybody's like this. No doubt if we did lose, we'd be the exact same, but when I see my brother lose, there's nothing worse.
Yeah, and now ultimately you get a little bit of revenge on him. Now you get to move forward in the tournament. We're going to talk about that series a little bit. Then we'll talk about what you got to do if you want to take down the whole thing. Ultimately, I feel like CTF is going to be a big talking point here, Nameless.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if United take that, they can push to that Game 5 and possibly win it. But there was an absolute blunder in that CTF. When Kaliber had the flag in the stalemate, there was about a minute left in the game. All they have to do is play defense. You see a couple over challenges out of Fellow and Pristini. I remember Pristini kind of challenges that front doorway, dies in the middle, and then after that, they just get the return. You guys get the cap, and you win it in overtime.
Yeah, go on.
You could tell, like, when that happened, they were frustrated, and then going into OT, you guys just...
we said that when the London dock started. We said they're going to be tilted after that. Joe kept screaming, should we four-man push it, should we four-man push it? We just collapsed on him and got the trade, so it worked out in our favour. And obviously when that match started, there was just constant pressure in the first half, and it was like 2-1 at the half. So we were saying, like, just keep, they're not going to do that to us again, well, let's do that to them. And we did the exact same thing, and obviously in the overtime, what Reese did to that two-piece, it's mind-blowing.
That was crazy. He got two two-pieces, even from his return. Like, right there, he kills Fellow, and then Pristini decides to just, hey, I'm going to go for the trade, and stands in the wide open.
He lives for Sunday. It's Sunday, Reese is here, it's mind-blowing. Well, watching what this guy was doing today and yesterday, look at that, it blows my mind.
It's insane.
He's on my team. It's mind-blowing. I've already won the event. Wow. I love it, Reese.
Very well-earned play of the game presented by Scuff as well. But, you know, you start talking about winning the event.
Yeah.
To win the event, you're going to have to take down Rise.
It's going to be a tough task, but obviously when we played them and women played them the first day we got here, like I said, they looked sloppy in the league. Coming into this event, we thought we were just better than everybody else. But there's like an ego sort of thing, which is not deserved. So obviously we went back to the apartment after we lost that series, spoke about everything, and then coming into yesterday and today, we said, let's show everybody what we're about.
Nimbus, how difficult can that be as someone who's had a very long career to kind of deal with the fact that all of a sudden you're on the top of the world and then you come out and somebody's just able to cook you?
I mean, it happens so fast, right? Like, you think you're so good, you're dominating, you're just coasting through, and then it just one series right there, you just get thrown right back on your butt, and you're like, okay, well, maybe we aren't as good as we really thought we were. And it's kind of like a reset. It's back to when you remember when you weren't in such a good spot. You go back and you're like, okay, how did I get out of it initially? And then you go back and you fix it. And then sometimes you only have like one night. So I don't know what you guys did to just fix your hard point.
We just, well, to be fair, none of us played that good, so none of us were really killing. TJ had a really good series. Slash is always shooting back, so it was a tough series. And then obviously all it is